You're tuned in to another episode of Free Game Friday.
Yeah.
We got a special guest.
Episode 20.
Episode 20. Is this it?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yep.
You sure? Is that a positive
I was
fact?
just working on
That's a
episode
real
19.
fact? Come on.
Hey, man.
Episode 20, we back. We took a little break, but we here now. And we here with a special guest.
Yeah,
the
man.
Locksmith.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on.
I had to put the battery in your back. I was like, bruh,
Hey,
what's up with them free
he
game
put the
Friday?
battery in me. Man, he pulled up on me today, and we did a lock lift
Yeah.
session, rode around and freestyle. Then we did an interview after. That was really dope. After the interview, I was like, man, I got so many questions about just the era you came up in,
Yeah.
pre-streaming and everything. So, man, that's what this Free Game Friday going to be dedicated to.
Yes, sir. Let's get it, man.
Man, so in the car, you was telling us how back then when your record get played on radio, you had to get a vinyl created for every single time.
Yes.
That's some new shit to us,
You
right?
had to physically get a vinyl record play.
Right.
You had to get an actual record to get played in the clubs, on the radio, whatever. So you had,
Insane.
which was very expensive. Well, it's still expensive now, but you had.
So back then, were you funded by someone in particular, or were y'all indie?
No, so shout out to EA Ski. So EA Ski is a producer.
Yep.
Obviously legendary
EA Ski.
producer. So EA Ski, we end up making a record with him called What Is It? You know what I mean? And the record, the DJs was feeling it. You know what I mean? They was playing it like, yo, we want to play this record. So Ski, obviously being an OG in the game, was like, look, we got to get this vinyl pressed up. That's the only way we're gonna get. So we paid for it out of our own pocket. I want to say the first run, I think it was like 50. It might have been less, but I know it cost about $1,000 or $700. So back then we didn't have nothing. We still working a regular job, but we pieced our money together, got the vinyl. It was probably 30 pieces or something, 50 pieces. But the most expensive thing about the vinyl back then was you had to, once you made the press of it, it was cheaper to get repressed.
Right.
So it was like that first initial one is going to be like $500 off top just to create the.
Still today,
that's how it goes. So once we did that one, it was just a white label. You know what I'm saying? Frontline, what is it? And we took it to the DJs and they start playing that shit in the clubs and more people start asking for it, the record stores.
So how was you getting paid off of those plays then?
Okay. So you got paid from physical sales. So you could sell those vinyl. So by that time, once the DJs said they liked it and was playing in the clubs, and it started getting mix show spins on the radio. Right. So first you register your song with MediaBase and BDS, but at that time we didn't have money for no BDS account, you know what I mean, or whatever. But MediaBase I believe was free or it was cheap.
Right.
So I remember going in there, you register it, so that way you can see where your record is playing. So you can see like, oh, my stuff got played on, KMEL 6 times this week, or it got played, you know what I'm saying? And another thing is you could report it too. Like if they didn't catch, it's like, yo, they played my song twice last night, but MediaBase didn't catch it. You could submit it, be like, hey, they played me twice last night, and then they will go back and check it like, oh, we missed it. So that was a way. So obviously, so then you start getting, so those songs, that particular song blew up on radio. So we were getting like 40, 50 spins a week on commercial radio, which was big. I mean, completely independent, beyond independent, like out the trunk, independent.
And who were you doing publishing through then?
ASCAP. So we just registered with ASCAP, just simple.
But were you doing like any admin back then?
I was admitting myself.
Wow.
I'm still admitting myself right now,
no
bro. What are you talking
way.
about? Yeah.
No way.
Bruh.
Because like ASCAP don't be catching all the royalties.
Yeah.
Like just all over worldwide and shit. Like, they got the admin companies that do it now.
They do it, yeah.
So back then it wasn't, you was just doing all the administrative side.
Bruh. We was going on there, create the account, submit everything, you know what I mean? You have to make sure that but our main revenue from those songs were coming from radio spins. You know what I mean? So we were getting
the play, like the price per spin.
I couldn't tell you that. I don't know.
What was it back then?
I can't remember, but I know we was getting checks.
I think that shit like $6 or something for radio.
We was getting nice checks. I mean, obviously we had to split it between all the writers of the song, but we that's how we did it. And then, but we didn't really start. But most of the money at that time, because the streaming was brand new. Right. It was like super new. YouTube was super new. Videos, I mean, you were making videos for BET,
Right.
MTV. That was your hope, your goal. CMC, right? That's what it's called. Remember the little local radio television channel out here? I think it was called. So you were making videos to get played. So we were doing that. I think we shot our first video. We got played on MTV, and the song started propelling. And then we ended up getting a deal. You know what I mean? Through Ryko, Warner Brothers. And then they funded us. They gave us a nice little check, and then we came up with our next song, Bang It. You know what I mean? They was like, we need another radio song. So we came up with another one, and then they distributed that album.
Which one was Bang? When they play that shit in the club,
they bang it. Yeah. So
wow.
Yeah.
So that was under Warner.
That was under Ryko Warner. Yep. So that was they gave us a little budget to push it and promote it. And it was a lot. We learned a lot from the first record, What Is It, to Bang It, because What Is It literally was, like I was telling you, that was out the mud. Like literally we pressed those CDs up. I want to say the first run we did 2,000 CDs or 1,000 CDs. We pressed them up. I put them in the back of the truck, kept them in my mom's garage, and we drove around out here to Vallejo. We drove all the way from, I want to say, San Jose to Santa Rosa.
Yeah.
Put them in the stores, and by that time our song is buzzing. So a lot of places would just buy them up front. They was like, look, we need 300 up front. How much you gonna pay? We'll sell them. If they get more than like 200, we'll sell them for like $7 a CD, and then they would sell them, turn around, sell them for $15, $12.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so we would take, we was getting some nice checks, and then we doing shows, in the Bay Area.
Right.
So shows was probably the most.
How
money.
was that coming through then? Like the bookings. Did y'all have a booking agency, or were y'all still rocking?
Nah.
Just through the Yahoo Mail, through the AOL.
It was just through the Bay Area. It was MySpace.
MySpace.
It was MySpace.
Yeah, it was a MySpace.
It was through MySpace. Fools would just hit you up like, yo, I want to hit you. Can you